Welcome back to the Chocolate Suburbia podcast.
My name is Colleen.
And it's your girl, Rianne. And we're back with another episode. If you're new, welcome to the family. Welcome to the club. We're so happy for you to have joined us.
Yes.
And if you are a returning listener,
welcome back.
Yes.
How you doing?
Yes. How are you? First, let's start off with an apology, guys.
Yeah.
We're sorry.
Literally. We're sorry, guys.
Please forgive us for not putting out an episode last week.
Real.
It was just one of those where I was like, listening to it and I was like,
it's not the vibe.
It's not giving
what it's supposed to give.
Exactly. So we was like, you know what? Let's just not put one out and start afresh.
Yeah.
New week, new vibe.
Better week.
Yeah.
Better vibe. Better vibe. Ooh,
vibe?
Better vibe. Better vibe. That's a weird, good.
Better vibe.
Yes.
For real. So, yeah. This one is about Notting Hill Carnival.
Yes.
This one's really special. I think as well because it brings out a bit of our roots as well.
Yeah, we did go about like 2 weeks ago now.
Yeah. 2 weeks went quick, bro.
Very quickly.
September's flying by.
Where has it got to go? That's what I want to know.
The whole year, in fact. And
Real.
I always say this, as soon as like my birthday's come and gone, shout out to all the Aries babies. Mine's March 25th. Yeah, as soon as my birthday's come, I'm like, yeah, the year's over.
It's true though.
Yeah.
It does go quick.
So it's flying.
Notting Hill Carnival. It was such a good trip. I really enjoyed it.
It was insane.
It was.
One for the books.
Real.
Some for the right reasons, others for the wrong reasons. But we'll get into that. Don't you worry. And it happens, yeah.
Every year.
Every year, the last bank holiday of August.
It's a good way to end the summer holidays.
Mm-hmm. I definitely agree. It's a nice little street party for everyone.
Yes.
Get the vibes in, and then that's it. Once Carnival happens, you know summer's over. You know that's it now.
It's true.
It's practically nighttime. It's practically winter. Get your winter coats out.
Real.
It is, yeah. Everyone and their mother and their cousin and their father and listen, that party was.
It's true.
Huge.
It was
huge. And I think apparently like over 2 million people had literally came to Notting Hill Carnival that whole weekend, over that whole weekend. Like, I genuinely think it's one of those street parties that you have to go to at least once.
Yeah, of course.
And like everyone, even people from abroad come to it as well.
Yeah. I've seen so many TikToks recently of like Canadians coming to Carnival and so many people. I
was speaking to one of my friends actually. She said she was in London around that time and she was like, I'm sure Notting Hill Carnival's this weekend, but she was like, London is so quiet at the moment. And then she said she was on the train and then she just heard like a bunch of Americans like come on. And she was like, yeah, Carnival is on. So,
love that.
No, it's really, really good. And I think it's actually one of the biggest, one of Europe's biggest street parties.
Wow. That's amazing though.
Yeah, or biggest events, street events.
I love that.
Even bigger than the Brazilian Carnival in Rio as well. So yeah, that's mad.
That's wicked.
That's absolutely mad.
But yeah, this one was actually a really special one because it was the 75th anniversary of the Windrush generation. The Windrush generation, if you don't know, is when the Caribbeans came over in the 1950s, if I'm correct, came over on boats and they did massive life-changing decisions for the future generations. And yeah, so big ups to the Windrush generation.
Windrush generation?
Girl, I said Windrush generation.
It sounded like I said Windrush. I was like, what? Yeah, but the Carney was a bit more of a special one as well. I should say Notting Hill Carnival.
Notting Hill Carnival.
Yeah, rather than just Carney. Because I feel like that's the slang version. Doesn't really put respect on the name.
It's actually true.
So, yeah, that's a little bit of a shout out to that one. Yeah. Special note. Yeah, before we, go into like, it's all fun. But, let's take it back. Let's do a little bit of a background.
Rewind.
Oh, I couldn't even do that. Yes. Bit better. A little bit of a rewind. Let's give a little bit of a history lesson.
Yes.
So, Notting Hill Carnival, before it was the modern day Notting Hill Carnival that we know it as, back in 1959, a Antiguan carpenter was actually murdered in Notting Hill. His name was Kelso Cochrane, a 32-year-old man.
Wow.
He was also actually an aspiring lawyer. So that caused a lot of racial tension, a lot of uproar. The fact that it was an unjust attack, and even till this day, his murder is still unsolved.
It's messed up.
Messed up. So because of that, a lot of people attended his funerals. I think it was about 1,200 people that attended as a way to show the solidarity against racism and things like that as well. A local resident and community activist, so her name was Ruan Laslet, to ease the racial tension, she actually organised a children's street fair, which then morphed in this modern Notting Hill Carnival that we know it as now. So yeah, no, I think that's just insane. Something that, something that big, like a racially motivated attack and murder, and someone wanting to, then put a positive light in regards to it after a few years of the murder still being unsolved. She actually began that in, I think it was
1969.
The 1960s, we'll say. So almost a good few years after the murder actually occurred. And now it's this big street party that everyone knows and loves. Do you know what I mean? I think it's still something where, even though so many people go, I know that across the 2 days at least, there's a children's day.
And an adult
day. And an adult's day, even though the adults still go.
Literally
on the children's day. The adults still go both days. The first day of Carnival, quote unquote, would be the children's day. But it's a little bit more kid friendly.
Yeah.
And then the second day is the adults' day. Okay. But it's all along the same lines, really, isn't it? Like, you still have the floats, you still have everyone dressed up in the costumes, you still have the whole music and things like that. So that's that crazy. Really. And
there was like the longest standing float or band is called Genesis, and that was one of the very first floats that Ruan, I think that's correct, Ruan's husband was in, and they're still standing to this day.
Wow.
I know.
That's mad.
I know. I love that though. That's it's still
sentimental.
Some part, that's it. Sentimental.
Some part, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's still some part of the I don't want to say olden days, but it's still part of
back in the day.
Back in the day.
That's the magic. The back in the day.
Back in the day.
Yeah, no, most definitely, to have that kind of peace is so important. And it's a really special thing for a lot of cultures to come together and celebrate Caribbean culture. And something that was actually began as something so dark,
negative, and
negative,
and it morphed into something positive.
Exactly. And so that is a quick little history lesson there. I tried to be as fast as possible and not be boring, but
but it's important for people to know, though,
exactly,
the history behind it, because I only found out literally last year about it. And it is a really big I can't think of the word. It's a really big moment in history for Notting Hill Carnival, which makes Notting Hill Carnival what it is today. So it's an important information to point out for everyone,
because I know I wouldn't have known about that either.
Exactly.
I don't know anyone that doesn't know what Notting Hill Carnival
is.
Everyone.
I know a lot of people that don't know what Notting Hill Carnival is.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I feel like
it's a talk of a town, though, because everyone knows end of August.
But no.
Okay.
No, I feel like the people that I've told that I went to Notting Hill Carnival, even years prior, I say years prior, I only went 2 years, but last year, I definitely know there was someone that I used to be friends with that didn't know what it was.
Okay, that's fair.
And they were I don't know what that is, but I hope you enjoy. Have a good time, but I don't know what it is. So I literally had to explain to them that it was it's basically a street festival with a bunch of floats. It's rented out lorries.
The floats are the ones that don't imagine Disneyland Paris floats. That. Do you know what I mean? Because I feel when it comes to, so just think of it's basically lorries.
Rented out lorries, and they
4x4 ones.
Yeah. Oh, you know what I do wish we saw though? You know the painted ones, the painted floats where everyone
sprays paint. No, bro.
I would love that.
Our cousin done that. on
The
the
day
kids' day
before,
one, and
yeah.
there was she said it was, no, she didn't say anything, but there was from the photo she put up, I was like, that's so much paint all up in your hair and
It's
everything.
true,
Like,
it's true. I just wear a swimming cap.
Shower cap, even a poncho. I
I'm
don't even
telling
know.
you.
But yeah, the floats are
Yeah.
4x4 lorries, and they're all kind of like, I don't want to say dressed up. That sounds so weird. Like
But
fancied up with like
it's
banners and stuff, and
yeah,
then
yeah,
you've
yeah.
got people that are able to go on the top roof of the
Yeah.
thing, all like but barricaded up, so no one like falls off, basically.
Oh, okay,
Do you
I
know what
see
I
what you
mean?
mean. Yeah, yeah,
And they're playing music off it, basically, and
yeah.
the lorries are driving like 1-2 miles an hour, because you have
Mm,
crowds of
it's true.
people in the road,
I'm telling
crowds
you.
and millions of people
Oh,
in the road. So obviously they can't be driving at like
it's
20 miles an
true.
hour,
It's
they'd hit
true.
everyone.
It's
So yeah,
true.
it's like 1 mile an hour that they're driving, and just slowly like juking forward.
It's true. Carnival was good this year.
Mm-hmm.
We stayed in many crowds this year, I feel like.
We stayed in mainly crowds. The
It
whole thing
was,
is a
yeah.
crowd.
No,
2 million people go, girl.
no, you're
It's one of
right.
the biggest European
You're
street
right.
festivals
But we didn't see any
ever.
floats. That's what I meant. So we
Okay.
was dancing within a crowd
We was
of
in the
people.
sound system area. It was in a
Yeah.
certain section part of like Notting Hill.
But
Well,
yeah,
2 sound systems.
yeah, I feel like the first one, that one was bad vibes for me.
No, I liked it. It's the barging, people, not barging, but people trying to always get through while you're dancing. It's a lot
People
in it.
whining on you when you're not even whining.
Oh, girl.
But
Yeah,
that's a whole
true.
nother conversation.
Is it?
Yeah.
You didn't look too sure. Oh
No, I'm
my
joking.
days.
No, but yeah, it's the barging. Like so we had a lot of oh my gosh, I was about to say a lot of crud. We had a lot of bags on us because we came down from Wales, and then people were coming left and right of you, like either coming in your direction, coming the opposite of your direction, like just barging you. They don't business down there. So
They're nice about it, but I
they're
think
nice
people just trying to get to the front of the
yeah,
crowd, almost like when you're in a
yeah,
normal festival.
yeah,
It's people trying to barge through and trying to.
yeah. But like, yeah. Anyway,
It's weird because you can feel claustrophobic even though you're outside. It's
I
absolutely
can't.
mad. No, because there was one point when I was within the crowd, I was like, "Oh, this is a bit claustrophobic. Everyone's a bit too close to me, bro. Move up, move back, move left,
Why are
move
you
right."
talking?
And
Where did the ring bang?
and it's like, oh my, how am I outside but I can't feel like I'm breathing in oxygen? Like, no, it's
That's
serious.
just you,
Serious.
girl.
It's serious though.
So,
Serious.
yeah, but no, I don't feel like that. But
Oh, okay.
yeah.
You just didn't feel the vibe altogether.
No, I feel like that first place though, like I feel like it was good, but not to the extent where I felt like I was comfortable.
Yeah, it took a
Like I
bit.
was, it did take me time to warm up to the place. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like because I was so like determined to see the floats this year, even if it was just to get a photo. But like I just wanted to be by the floats. That because that's where all the soca songs are
The
playing.
soca.
That's where the costumes are. That's where the
Yeah.
colors are. That's where
Yeah.
this, that, the other is.
Yeah.
That's where
Yeah.
X, Y, B is at.
Who?
Like, I mean,
XYB.
I wanted to say XYZ.
Oh. Oh my god. The XYB is that. Tried to save it, bro. It didn't even work.
No, but yeah, no, you're right. But that's where everything is at. And then we just stayed like in the crowd of people where everyone was dancing, everyone was lit. But for me personally, I feel like it wasn't the floats.
Yeah, it's not going. Yeah, I hear what you're saying, because the floats, you like, it
That's the main
gets
event.
you in the mood, bro. You want to be. Listen, you'll just be winding up in the street while
I'm
you're
telling
walking,
you.
following
I'm
the floats,
telling you.
and everyone, and like, no,
Everyone and their mums are whining. Like, do you know what I mean?
mums, dads, sisters, brothers, cousins.
Literally.
But like everyone is proper going, and it's just so, I don't know. But I would love to go to the one in the Caribbean though.
Yeah.
Like just to experience that and see how that vibe is as well. They do them in Trinidad and Tobago. They do them in Jamaica, like across the Caribbean. So I would love to go to one day, and see what it's like. Oh no, honestly, I just love it. I think it'd be the same kind of concept, but just a bit more Caribbean-like. That's the best way to put it. A bit more Caribbean-like. So yeah, we had a good time. We had a good time last year. We had a good time this year.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to next year.
It's true. It's true.
I think I would actually love to do the costumes and things though.
Yeah.
At least once.
Yeah. Of course.
Yeah. I'd be grateful just to, but your whole, like, listen, nah. I don't even know.
It's gonna.
It's what, yeah, skin out. Literally, your whole skin is out,
It's
butt it out.
true.
Everything is
Everything.
it's covered, but it's out.
It's
Basically, you're practically like walking like in just your undies and a
real,
bra.
real.
If you're in that, but the feathers cover you up, and you've got the start.
Yeah.
It's just everyone is on such a good vibe.
Mm.
Next year when I go, or when we go, we'll definitely be staying over in London because
Real.
the vibe is just there, and you want to stay for
Yeah.
so long, but then you're on a time restriction.
It's true. There was still like parties going on, like even more street parties.
Yeah,
Even
so then you
after
want to go to
carnival.
those as
It's
well.
true.
You want to do party after party. Hey, party. No, honestly, you actually want to go to all the parties. But the sound system is really good, and I thoroughly enjoyed that part as well. Like, you're just within the crowds, and you have the whistle. And listen, when you go to carnival, yeah, bring your whistle, bring your horn,
Everything.
bring like, because you're gonna
grab something, anything. What?
grab something,
What?
anything. What we now? Run,
run,
oh,
run, run.
No, there's no ad there's no ad. It's just go on with it now. Run,
Run.
run. No.
Run.
So yeah, the whistle, because one thing that I was doing, yeah, was that the music was playing, but then I was doing my own beat to it. I ain't gonna do it now, but like the beat was going, and then I'd like add the little ad libs with the whistle, and then there's at one point then like where we was I'm like dancing and walking at the same time, whistle blowing in my mouth, and then someone was like, I love your vibe, like, yeah, keep going with the whistling. And I was like, yes, yeah, I know, like, no, you have to. It's obviously it's not an essential, but it makes it more fun because like it's just loud, and then like when you've got the whole people like hyping you up, like the MC or whatever, it's like, yeah.
You're
So
right.
I get so excited for Carney every year,
Yeah.
even though we weren't planning to go this year.
Yeah,
I'm so
very
glad
last
with
minute
how,
decision.
yeah, I'm glad with how everything turned out, apart from
Yeah.
the journey back. Basically, we missed our coach back. Cut a long story short, we missed our coach back because we left late from Carnival. And if I tell you the amount of people that go there, you think you're going to get through the crowd really quick. You're not.
It's true.
You're not. We left at like 6:45. I was so hopeful that it would only take an hour for us to get to the coach station in Victoria. Something that's meant to be like a half-hour journey. Practically the majority of the train stations that was within Notting Hill Carnival was shut, so we had to walk.
Oh my god!
But then when you're walking through the crowd, it takes so long to walk through.
I'm not even joking. Man. I was trying to zoom through.
Even if I weren't zooming through, I would have never got through. And we were still in Carnival by 7:30. I was like, Jesus, take the wheel. Because honestly, I was like, okay, I've given up hope now. We're missing that 8:00 coach. And the thing is, like, I'm someone, if I'm traveling somewhere, I get so much travel anxiety. Like, I have to have the structure and know the time that I'm leaving, going somewhere. Like, I need to know that.
I'm not like that.
No, complete opposites.
On vibes. Literally, I'm just there for the vibes.
I'm someone that will have Google Maps. Like, I will Google Maps my destination to where I am currently to my destination. I'm gonna time how long it takes me to get.
No, that's too much planning, man.
No,
that's too much planning.
Because imagine now. Look at what happened when look at what happened.
You're right.
Guys, I can't remember it.
Man,
it was 7:30. We were still in Notting Hill Carnival, trying to walk through it all. Like, nah, it was mad.
You were strutting down there, man. Marching
like one Naomi Campbell. Like, honestly, I was adamant.
No,
and then yeah, it was a mess trying to get back home. It was just like, we had to take a train.
And we missed the first train.
We missed the first train that we booked after we missed our coach, and then it was just fuck. We didn't get until 2:30. So we spent longer trying to get home than we did actually in Carnival.
Oh my gosh. I'm telling you. No. Long day.
But yeah, I'm glad with how everything turned out. We all had such a good time.
Yeah. And like, we went with our niece, cousin, Rihanna's friend. Yeah, that's it. And us too.
Yeah. And it's just something where you know you're going to have a good time. Indeed. Yeah, I had to extend it to make it sound a bit more.
On the word.
Literally.
So we went down in the morning at, I can't even remember what time.
The ass crack of dawn, bro. Listen, I was up before the sun came up.
No, I was up before the sun. You have to do the skincare, then I don't even know what else, but the whole morning essentials. Yeah. And then you have to put makeup
Even though I had to wake you up and you had about an hour
left. Oh my god.
This girl wanted to wake up at 3 a.m.
Why do I wake up at 4:50?
No. I woke her up. No, so basically our coach was at 6:50 in the morning. The night before, Connor's like, I'm gonna wake up at 3:00. or the latest 3:30, so I can do all my prep for myself and then be
Man.
ready by like the time we need to go, which was like
Man.
say 6:15, 6:20.
Man.
Tell me why I wake up at 4 o'clock. Do you think I'm hearing any kind of movement in the house? No, it's just me. Silence. Silence. And it's just me. So then I'm like taking my time. I'm doing my hair. I'm like kind of like prepping myself a bit, and there's still no movement. By this point,
Oh
I think
my
it's like
gosh.
4:30.
I'm getting re-angry with myself.
Re-angry.
Yeah, I'm getting like re-angry with myself.
Okay. And then and then I was like, okay, well, she's not up, so let me go in the bathroom first. Then I woke her up basically. And I woke her up something to 5.
Guys, when I tell you I'm so angry.
She looked at me, and you know what this girl said when she was like, well, you could have actually woke me up and allowed me to go in the bathroom first. That's what
and
she said.
I stand by that. And I stand by that. Because if you've told someone that you're going to wake up before them, purposefully to shower first, oh my gosh, and then they don't wake you up to allow you
don't get me re-angry, because she said, no guys, seriously, because the night before she was like, I'm gonna wake up at 3 o'clock or 3:30. I'm gonna shower first.
Yeah,
I
I
need to do
wanted to
everything.
shower
Blah, blah,
first.
blah,
Like
blah.
that was my aim, to
And I
shower
said to
first.
her before she went to bed, I was like, just make sure you have your alarms on. Then make sure you put your alarms on so you're prepared, and then you
Oh
can go
my
in the shower first.
gosh.
So if I've woken up the time I said, which was 4 o'clock, I've even given her extra time by doing my hair first. And now she's not gone in the bathroom within that half an hour because she's still asleep. And then technically, I have the right to go in the shower. Guys, let us know in the comments. Like, these are the struggles of when you're sharing a bathroom with your sister or your sibling, just in general.
It's tough out here for the younger siblings.
She didn't even say thank you for waking me up. The audacity. That's the first. She just looked at me and she was like, you could have let me go in the bathroom first. Rude. Not even a good morning. Not even like, how was your sleep? Not even a thank you for waking me up. And I was like, well, it's not my fault you woke up late. You said you was going to put your alarms on. I already pre-warned you to put your alarms on too. And she was like, yeah, they did go off, but I just
okay, girl,
fell asleep again. That's not my problem.
But yeah, so we went onto the bus.
Yeah, she wanted to skip all that thing.
No, but we went onto the bus, got to the Victoria station, we met our cousins and our friends, and then yeah, we go on. Automatically good vibes.
Period. So we only saw one float, and we saw so many celebrities as well. We saw the guy from Top Boy. What's his name? Ashley. I think
Ashley something.
Yeah, he's the
Ashley
main
James?
character. When you type in Top Boy on Google, he's
Yeah.
like the first character that comes up.
Yeah.
Ashley something. I can't remember. I'm sorry. Please forgive me.
Like
Please forgive
Anthony.
me. I don't know. But we stood next to him, and our niece was like, "Oh my gosh, that's the guy from Top Boy," and I was like, "Is it?" Because he was dressed all in black, and he had sunglasses. And then also one of the sound system areas that we was in, we was all dancing in a group with other Afrobeats artists,
and we didn't even realize.
We didn't realize until our cousin sent it to us on Instagram the next day, and he had posted that he was in Carnival and whatever, and there was a video that he had taken, and we was kind of like all in it.
And he met Burna Boy the next day as well.
Yeah,
crazy.
I was like, oh my gosh, I know this guy, because when I was creating the Instagram, I was like, no, I have this song on my Spotify playlist. And imagine now, we've accidentally taken group photos, and it was just like, we had no idea.
Literally.
No idea.
Shout out to Ayu Safi. That's his name.
Yes. Ayu Safi. Sorry. Yeah, so it's Macarena.
Yeah, Macarena. Oh, Macarena is such a vibe. Like, since that day, I have not stopped replaying that song. So Macarena, Ayu Safi, that's his name.
Yes, sir.
And we also saw, Rihanna also saw Andre, and I saw Antigone.
And Let's Munch from TikTok.
Yeah.
Let's Munch. He makes some good food though, you know.
I can't remember him.
Okay, he just makes some. Check him out on TikTok. He's really, really good. I like his food. But yeah, there was loads. I feel like next year we're going to see some more celebrities, because last year we didn't really see that many. So I feel like year on year we're going to see more celebrities as time goes.
Man, for sure.
So yeah, so that's that, guys.
Yeah.
And
okay, so I think that's the end of our.
You think?
Yeah. No, so that's the end of this episode.
Yes.
I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. This is a very
cool little cultural what about Notting Hill, and I expect y'all to be there next year. Period. No, please, guys, check it out at least once. Obviously, if you're not good with crowds, then just
turn on your yard.
Yeah,
turn where you're there.
No, ton of your yard,
Tano yard.
which means stay at your yard, stay at your house, stay at home. Watch it from YouTube.
You
Live
sound like
stream
Boris
it.
Jonas. Jonas.
Yeah,
We hope you guys enjoyed this episode. What was
don't
you gonna
forget
say?
to like, comment, subscribe, hit the
Yes.
follow button, hit oh my god,
Hit us up.
on social.
Media.
Yeah, it's either CS Podcast,
Or Chocolate Suburbia
Suburbia
podcast.
Podcast, or
We are
Chocolate Suburbia Pod.
It's so specific. Anyway,
Yeah.
so we went to, so we're on Instagram. We just joined the YouTube gang, so hit us up on there and make sure to subscribe.
Yes,
And Twitter and TikTok.
Anyway, we love you. We hope you have had a good week.
Yes.
Enjoy your weekend, and we'll see you at the next episode.
Bye.
Bye.